there we are. And Lee's here too. Lee can, yeah, they can't hear you on my screen because I'm currently solo. But in a few moments, Lee's slightly stuffed up nose and voice is gonna be here. Oh heck, let's just jump right into it. You don't need to look at. Hello, everybody. Hi. Let's just jump into the dual screen. Paul, they are. I wanted to get a little splash of color in my life, so I went blue. All right, we're gonna start with Little Lee, and then we're gonna grow into Big Lee.
Keep talking like that, no get bigger.
Yeah. Paul, hey, listen. I'm gonna say this, and I don't want you to think any less of me. They are Gucci, but before you jump on my case, we have a very good vision plan, and we have an FSA card. So they were like $75, like legit Gucci for $75. I don't want to sound like that. Oh, he's in California. He's, suddenly couture. The glasses before, those wait, I knew I was going to go there. My other glasses, the brown ones, were Versace. So I've always had nice eyewear because I have to wear them all the time. But I was wearing Versace before. I wanted blue. This is Gucci blue. And again, they were $75. So for $75, why not wear nice ones? They're bigger than my other ones. They have longer. As you know, I used to have. They barely fit on my face. These ones have longer arms to them, so they actually are very comfortable to wear. A pocket shoe. No, thank you. I'm not a dog person. I will let Paul and everyone else be dog people. And Trevor is a dog person. I am a cat person, and I'm fine with that.
I like dogs. I'm allergic to cats, so.
Yeah, well, Lee's got a reason. What's up, Councilman Chef? He's here. Yeah, Paul. So something is arising.
Yeah, Chef just abandoned my stream for you. I hope you're happy.
Well, I mean, it's a group effort. It's a group effort, Lee. Paul.
That's okay. He'll be back after your stream.
That's true. That's true. Spaceport cat backpack. That's a very valid possibility. I wouldn't put that past Mrs. the Breaker there, Ice Wolf. Don't give her any ideas.
So I've got you on. I've got the big D on right now. So just.
Hey now. Something about that big D. I've got the little Leon. And the reason I have the little Leon, by the way, is because Ice Wolf needs to pick a number. And Lee, you need to turn your brain on because you're about to be tasked with another drawing. Now we see Zuckus. We see a giveaway Vader. We see some Kylo. Maybe we need to get something that moves us closer to the Jedi side. Ice Wolf.
I'd love to see a Jedi. I'd love to see a numbered card, man.
Yeah, me too. Like,
or just one of the big name. It's like you were saying. There's usually multiple numbered cards.
Yep. 2 to 3.
At least 2 to 3, and then a big hit. Like a big name actor.
Yep. And to catch everybody up, for what's going on, because some of you are joining without being with Lee. We are doing the last day of the Cozy Collab. For $124.99 on DCDcollects.com, you can get yourself a 2023 Star Wars SIG series sealed. You select the number like Ice Wolf is about to do. He's going to take number 9. Number 9. Number 9. Number 9. Number 9. Got to be a Beatles fan to get that reference.
Oh, yeah. Or at least have a copy of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Wondering, why are these guys dressed so weird?
White Album.
Yeah.
White Album, I believe, was Revolution number 9.
Okay. Yep.
Maybe. I've had both. I listen to them both endlessly. on vinyl when I was younger. Anyway, I digress. I could legit talk Beatles for hours. Don't get me started. You are getting a certified Tops autograph, and then we are challenging Lee Kohse, artist extraordinaire, worldwide sensation, and Lucasfilm artist, as well as Blizzard, amongst many other. Speaking of Lee Kohse, Kindergoth. How's Kindergoth going, man? I know you had to take a week off, but tell us.
I had to take a week off, but Kindergoth is going strong. We've got I've actually got panels here that are I've been working on, and like while watching shows with my family at dinner, I've been inking. This is the second to next strip, and then we also have the one we just inked the other day is right here as well. I just got to scan them in and color them. By the way, this one has Stargate references in it, so if you're a sci-fi fan,
don't tell Doug.
Yep, but yeah, so we got some fun stuff happening. So with Kindergoth, and we also, I don't know, I haven't mentioned it to DCD Collects, but somebody, because we were talking about doing a Kickstarter, but then somebody actually mentioned doing a Kindergoth break with DCD. And I was kind of like, oh, that's so tempting.
Now, do any of the Kindergoth kids murder people?
No.
No. Do they come across murdered people?
No, mostly unconscious.
How do I get myself murdered in one of your comic strips?
I don't know. I haven't actually killed anybody in my strips. There's a first for everything.
Well, let me know. Let me know. I don't want a starring role. I just want to be like rolled head number 4. I mean, you've drawn me like a French girl. You might as well draw me like never mind. I was going to say something that was inappropriate.
Like a little kindergartner who puberty hit him really hard and fast.
I love you, Lee. So you are getting an original piece of art by Lee Kohse to go with your signature, and you are going to be in the running for that gorgeous that we see that I have blown up big on the screen for the moment, Darth Vader. And let me show you how this works, because we have one live, ready to go. Ice Wolf, you chose number 9. We are now going to open this and challenge Lee to draw and art the companion piece. Let's get some predictions. What are we going to find in this box? We have not hit a numbered card. They typically call 2 to 3 numbered cards per case.
I think it's going to be a card, probably in plastic.
Yeah, maybe a mag loader.
I'm batting 1,000. Like, I've nailed every one of these.
It's true.
So far.
It's valid. Technically the truth. And then we also haven't hit the big name. Typically, every case has one big banger name that everyone's like, oh yeah, I know him. Now, we did hit Grand Moff Tarkin. Big name, but I feel like we can do better.
Well, it's also, we got Grand Moff Tarkin, but I think it was the actor who did the physical body replacement.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, because it was an AI voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it actually wasn't an AI voice. It was, the voice was actually done by Stephen Stanton.
I did not know that.
Yeah, Stephen Stanton actually voices Tarkin in the cartoons.
Yeah. Cad
he does
Bane,
a bang-on impression.
Yeah, the Cad Bane was a fairly big one too. I am willing to wager imaginary money that there is somebody bigger in this case still.
There has to be. Like, I would be really disappointed in Topps if the best we got was Cad Bane.
Ice Wolf, what do you want to see come out of here?
Wait, was it the live action or was it the animated Cad Bane?
Great question. I'd have to look at it again.
Okay. I think it was a live action, if I remember correctly. I don't remember.
It looked it, but I have seen some of the 3D renderings that look pretty darn good. Ice was like, no big deal. I'm just looking for Mark Hamill or Carrie Fisher or Harrison. or all three on one card.
There we go.
Hey,
He's not
there's
picky.
gotta
Good to
be
dream.
at least 10 of those total combined.
On Earth.
All right, let's see where we're in. Man, I hope you do. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. If you do, I may rub that against my open mouth in the form of a kiss. So just saying, it'll be DNA certified by DC.
It's gonna lick the underside of it. Right where the hinges come together. The taint of the card case, as it were.
I feel like this should have been numbered, but it's not numbered. And actually, fun fact, this card is damaged inside the case.
Uh-oh.
Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, it is numbered. It's numbered on the back. All right, we got our first
Okay.
numbered card.
All right. What do we get?
We have our first numbered card. It is numbered 17 out of 25. It is a green border. It is the green parallel of the throwback style. It is not to be confused with the car, Hondo Onaka. Hondo Onaka.
Hondo's fun.
Jim Cummings.
Hondo.
17 out of 25.
So Hondo, we could do Ahsoka.
You could do Ahsoka.
We could do we could do Boba Fett. We could also do. Good God, I wish Steve was here. Steve would just be rattling them off.
He's good for that. Amongst other things, he's very good for that.
Steve, where are you?
Icel's like, okay, I can live with that.
You said it's damaged though?
So here, check this out. Look at this. I'm gonna get it close. Look right here. Look in the light. See that?
It was a dent. Yeah.
It's a surface indentation that looks like an S almost, and then it trails off the edge of the card, as if it got like clipped and pulled out of a little grip there. Now it's sealed, so it's not going to affect the value because it's already sealed. This is something you typically don't get graded because it's already factory sealed. You just typically leave these the way they are.
We could do Ezra Bridger. We could do Chopper.
Oh man, how do you feel about one of the most deadliest droids in history, Ice Wolf?
The mass murdering Chopper.
The mass murderer that is Chopper. Chopper would be cool. He's like, I'd be okay with Ahsoka or Chopper. Well, what we need to do is maybe before we decide, let's see if it's going to be color.
Hang on. So I guess I accidentally hit the microphone button on my phone. So it actually Google searched. It's like, let me find that for you. The mass murdering robot. And it came up with Chopper as the number one.
Yes.
This is a Screen Rant website. This Chopper's kill count.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Chopper is responsible for the death of a couple 100,000 people.
Oh my God, that was awesome. Go do your thing. I'm just gonna sit here and giggle hysterically.
So we're gonna roll a d20. We have determined that crit is 17 and above. Ice Wolf, you have one heck of an enchanted club you are hitting this troll with. So you are a +4 because you have purchased 4 of these. Oh, nat 20!
Ooh.
You brought the dragon out. Nat 20. Ooh, baby.
He didn't even need the modifier. So we give modifiers, by the way, for everybody on my channel. We're giving modifiers away to whether or not we upgrade to color if you buy more than one. So you get a +1 modifier for every box you order.
He hit a nat 20 even without a modifier, even without the concession of a 17 crit. That's a natural crit. Ice Wolf says, that means I get an 8x10, right? Yeah, if you win the Vader,
It's might be 9 by 12.
might be even better. Even better. Well, now
I don't own 8 by 10 paper. Can't help you, man.
if it's gonna be color, what are you thinking? Ahsoka or Chopper?
Well, I mean, there's also like Ezra Bridger. Uh, oh my God. Sorry, just giggling 'cause now I see a thing that says R2D2 versus Chopper's kill count. I'm so tempted to click on that.
What about Kanan?
Kanan would be a good one.
Blind Kanan.
We've also got uh, Syndulla. So there's Sabine Wren.
Sabine, that's true. ISO says just as long as it's not one of those funky A series.
Zeb. Zeb would be cool.
Zeb would be fun in color.
Captain Rex.
Oh, Rex. The more I watch the animated, the more you just gotta love Rex.
Yeah.
Just talk about that man is a soldier through and through. Like he is the epitome of the loyal soldier.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
so over here he's saying, "Surprise me, you choose," because we could also do Grand Admiral Thrawn. Because he dealt with him, didn't he? Or wait, no, wait.
I don't remember that. No,
I don't remember. But Zeb we could do. Zeb would be cool. So I'm thinking Ahsoka, Sabine, Ezra, Kanan, or Zeb. So basically anybody who's on the ship, Chopper, anybody who is on the name of the ship's escaping me at the moment. Yeah. The Phantom, whatever.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's exactly what I said.
The Ghost.
There we go.
But yeah, anybody who's on the Ghost. So pretty much. So what do we? So he's saying surprise me. What do you think?
Oh man. You know,
I kind of want to do Sabine Wren because I like her bucket. She's got like the painted crazy bucket with all the colors.
Valid. Yeah, I like Sabine. I like Sabine. I'm between Sabine and Chopper. I think Sabine will be more fun for you, especially in color with all of her colors.
Chopper's also colorful because she kind of colored him.
Yeah.
So I can do Chopper too. Let me see if I can probably find good reference for Chopper too.
Whatever strikes your fancy.
Chopper,
So,
Star Wars.
in a nutshell, those who are watching, this is what you're going to get. You're going to see us and everybody go through the process of figuring out how do we match up the art with the auto. Since we don't know what the auto is going to be, it's a complete mystery. We get to figure out how this all comes together. And then tonight, before I sign off, we will be giving away that Darth Vader that you see in front of you on the screen. And that is gratis. Now,
That's Italian for free.
Fragile.
That must be French.
What's going on? Oh my god, Dangle doesn't even know about this. Holy buckets, we forgot to tell Dangle. Hey, Dangle.
That's on you, brother.
Dangle doesn't like Star Wars, so it's not going to be his cup of tea anyway. When we do this with sports players, he'll probably be more interested. But I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but this has to be a success for us to do it for sports.
Valid. So Dangle is probably really confused what's going on right now. Dangle, we are dual streaming. If you were to hit up Had some life stuff happen. Well, hopefully everything's okay, Dangle. Before I say anything, hope everything's okay. I hope you enjoyed all of your games last week. I hope you had a wonderful time. I hope the life stuff is temporary and you are quickly getting over it. I hope nothing but the best for you, buddy. If you go to Lee's stream, you will see a very similar setup. We are doing the first ever Cozy Collab where we are dual streaming together. We are opening Star Wars Sig Series, and then live on camera, Lee is going to draw a companion card to go with the autograph that you have selected. Now, Lee is really only typically getting through like the base sketch of it. In the beginning, as you can imagine, this was a very popular idea, and we've gone through 11 of them already. Oh, goodness. And I think one more.
Because remember, there's still the big name and possibly another 2 serial numbers.
That's right. This is, it's Andrew. Andrew jumped in. What's going on?
I'm not familiar with Andrew.
What's going on, Andrew? How are you doing? I think Paul Maitland. I think Paul Maitland. Andrew, you found us through Paul. Is that, am I correct in that assumption? I think that's how you found us.
I will say this, by the way.
Yeah.
Evidently, this concept of you breaking it and me doing the art and having the discussion and bringing the fans in on it is a strong enough pull that had he not seen a critical error in his bank account, Sapporo's would have jumped on board.
Really?
Yeah, he actually told me in stream today that he was about to buy and then he went and checked his finances and like, I can't do it this week. But yeah, we almost got a Sapporo's order.
I thought he was just an AI encyclopedia that was sent and programmed to only observe humanity.
Well, he's definitely an encyclopedia. He's also an instigator. He likes to poke.
It's okay.
And that's why I moderated him.
Oh, goodness gracious. Here we go. So Andrew, what just happened is Ice Wolf just pulled Hondo Onaka, and we have decided we are going to do a companion there.
Yep, we're going to do Chopper.
We're going to do Chopper to go with it. And what we're also doing is for every box you buy, you are getting for every box after the first one you buy, you are getting a modifier. So this is the fourth one that Ice Wolf pulled. So we roll a d20 on D&D Beyond. And if you get a 17 or above, it's a critical hit. And we're actually going to make it in color. So you will see some of these in color.
Wolf. By the way, Ice Wolf has been hitting this out of the park because remember he got the we did the original art for Katie Sackhoff. God damn it, Bo-Katan. My name was escaping me. But yeah, he got a full color Bo-Katan. He also got a full color Cobb Vanth.
Cobb Vanth.
As well. And then he got the Badges mini print and the Boba Fett mini print. And then I got to figure out what we're sticking in. Oh, Zuckus, he's going to, I got to give him another one because he'll probably end up with Palpatine, I think, mini print. Because he's already got both of the bounty hunters and he also pulled the Zuckus. So, which is in progress. I'm working on Zuckus.
Hey, if you have it, can I see Councilman Chef's Maz? I heard the Maz is unbelievable.
Let me see. Let me pull it up here. Actually, I thought you saw it today because I had it in the meeting. It was on my table.
I wasn't on the camera for most of the meeting. Remember, I was coffee and all that other stuff. I was off camera. Away from phone.
I was go over to
AFK.
Chef's package here.
Oh, you're gonna handle Chef's package?
I do have to handle Chef's package.
Nice.
And inside chef's package is Anya Kuro
Yes.
and Maz
Oh,
Kanata.
phenomenal, dude. Those are both gorgeous.
Where is that shadow coming? It's the emblem. I'm trying to figure out where the shadow is. It's me.
Yeah, those are gorgeous, man.
So-
I would probably open mouth kiss both of them. That's how pretty they are.
But Maz would want to put her goggles down first. Wouldn't want to get anything in her eyes.
It's the mustache, right?
Yeah. I was thinking slobber, but sure, you can call it mustache if you want.
So now that you see what's going on, let's get the next one up. This one, since these are sealed boxes and we don't know what's in them, Andrew, you are going to be able to pick your own number. The numbers that remain: 1, 2, 6, 7, 11, 12, 16, 18, and 20. So you can pick any number that you see on the screen, and we will open it up, and we will figure out the companion.
And we will make Lee
Lucky
do
number
stuff.
7. Man, I am surprised it took this long for lucky number 7 to go.
That's because 3 was there.
I am stunned. I am stunned.
By the way, for my dinner snack, my kid brought me donuts. So
Again?
yeah, so I'm like a little sugar at the moment.
T-Bone is excited with this one, and we like to play a little game. What's in the box? What do y'all think is going to be in the box?
I still like Gwyneth Paltrow's head.
Yes. Just a little drop of blood in the corner. Andrew, what do you want to see? Let's call your shot, man. Let's make this a thing. I want you to get what you want. We have only hit one number. Leia. I love it. Let's get a Leia. We have only hit one numbered card. Usually there's 2 to 3 per case, and we have not had any game-breaking big names yet. Like that high. We've gotten we got Cad Bane and we got Grand Moff Tarkin. I believe there's something better though. He wants a Leia. We need more pure Jedis too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, baby. Okay. So let's see. Oh, we got a Jedi.
Hang on, let me switch my screen over really fast.
Boy, oh boy, do we have a Jedi. We have a Jedi.
And my alarms are going off. Okay, I'm ready. We've got you on the big screen. We got the big D up.
We have a Jedi, and this is a pretty powerful one. Dare I say, one of the more powerful Jedis on the planet, and one that is not only animated, but is now live action.
Oh.
What if I told you in my hand is a little Taylor Gray as Ezra Bridger?
Nice.
Oh, can we come up with anything here? Anything. Thrawn, Sabine, Ahsoka, the turtle people. There's so many things that we could be doing with this.
Turtle people.
Don't lie,
the little armored muttons who are cheeky like Brits. Yeah.
So many things we can do with this right now. So many things we can do with this right now. Oh, I'm excited.
Ooh, Andrew. So yeah, we could do. We're kind of in that same boat. We could totally do pretty much anybody from the Ahsoka TV show. We could pretty much do anyone from the Rebels TV show.
Let's roll a D20 and see if it's going to be in color.
Yeah.
Let's start there.
So what are some of Andrew's favorite characters from? Because his are so broad. Ezra Bridger's so broad.
It's a 4. It was a 4, so it is not color. So That is that answer. We went from a nat 20 to a 4.
That's called ratio.
Yeah, it's right. It's keeping its balance up. So
Mhm.
Andrew, I mean, let's hash this out. Who do you want to see? You have so many options. This is probably one of the better names you could possibly get when it
Could
comes
draw a
to
turtle.
yeah, yeah, yeah. There is a lot we can do here.
I like that this character is like so like ingrained into Star Wars. I could draw Dave Filoni.
Yeah,
That would be funny.
yeah. It's. I mean, we do not to nudge you in any direction, but Lee was just saying how cool it would be to draw a Sabine.
Well, yeah, that is another one. I was gonna say no, I'm doing that for Ice Wolf, but then I realized we're doing Chopper for
Doing
Ice Wolf.
Chopper
So
for
yeah,
Ice Wolf.
yep. Ch- Ice Wolf is just hitting these things out of the park, man.
He's like, yeah, I'll take a Sabine Red. The
Awesome.
the warp whales. I mean, yeah, so much with Ezra. There is so much. What's the name of the gold faced stormtrooper?
Oh,
Captain something.
that's Amos. The actor's actually Amos from The Expanse. I forgot his name, but yeah, like, oh, that would be cool. Can I do him?
What is his name? I want to say it begins with an A as well. Hold on, I gotta find it.
That is Captain Enoch.
Enoch. I knew it was biblical. Yeah, hey, there you go. He's like, that would be cool too. Yeah, dude, Captain Enoch, and that's gotta be your first Enoch, right?
It will be my first time ever drawing Enoch.
Ooh, how about that? First ever Enoch by Lee Kohse. Listen, if I am gonna steer you in a direction, I think you're gonna go for his first ever Enoch. That is, if it was my money, that's what I would say.
I have Enoch on my list. Actually, let me write it on my list. I just saved the reference material for it. And let me transition back to Little D.
Yeah, I'm on Big Lee now.
So I've got to finish my inking on Kylo here.
So I need to
Oh, wait.
I need to take a 3.5 minute break. I'm gonna leave
Yeah,
the
boy.
stream going. Go ahead and put orders in if you're gonna put orders in. I need to take a 3 minute timeout. Lee is gonna have the floor. I'm gonna leave the stream going. I will be back shortly.
That's a lot of trust he's placed in my hands.
It is. It is. Again, it is.
You think DC swears? No, I'm kidding.
This is a this is a family friendly channel. I know you know. All right, I'll be back shortly.
Now it's cozy after dark. But keep in mind, I can't see DC's chat, so I have no clue what's going on over there. So now is the opportunity for those of you in DCD Collect stream to talk crap about me. Actually, technically, you could have done that before anyways, because I can't see the chat anyway. But. Okay, now. We're gonna do the we so before he got the color upgrade, we decided we were gonna do Kylo Ren for Ice Wolf. And I felt kind of bad because I was like, yeah, I want to do Kylo Ren. And so we did Kylo Ren. And then he won the color upgrade, and it's all like, I'm gonna do color on a black and white character. So we changed it to the Rise of Skywalker bucket with all the red and the welds and whatnot. Which is, honestly, if he'd have given this thing to an Ugnaught to repair, the Ugnaught would have done a much better job and hid those seams a little better. That's all I'm saying. Quill never would have let this kind of crap pass. I bet he doesn't even try that with Paul. Oh yeah, that's like leave Paul alone with the room. I can see that. I have Paul in my Discord. We have a channel hidden on my Discord called Trigger Warning. It is a safe space for people to be as offensive as they want to be. And yeah, Paul takes full advantage of that. I kid you not, Ice Wolf. We have a channel. It's a hidden channel. It's an invite only on my Discord, but it's called Trigger Warning. But I created that as a place where if people want to voice something, rather than being tempted to put it where it might piss people off, they can. Scuba's like, I am the trigger warning. I created that so that there would be a place for them to go. I wasn't sure if this would be appropriate or not. I will also admit that I think Paul is the only person who's ever put something in the trigger warning place, the trigger warning channel, and then actually removed it because like that may have been too far. What's up, Scuba? Hard to be family friendly at times. Hey, you know what? It's hard to be family friendly all the time, but it's easy to be family friendly, I think. I still swear. I just do it by self-censoring. It's like, what's up, Scuba? You crazy mother. Nice to see you, man. And by the way, Scuba, just want to put this out there. I would totally be working on the Dark Helmet piece had it not been for DCD Collects dragging me into this. Again, I don't regret them dragging me into this. Just letting you know, because I did promise him that I was going to work on it.
All right, I'm back.
My next Friday stream. And then DCD was like, hey, we got an idea. We want to try something.
What's going on?
And I did say yes. So I'm throwing you guys under the bus.
That's okay. Scuba, love you, man. Good to see you. Listen, I'm not going to...
I love being under the bus. I can check out the suspension and make sure everything's okay.
It's true. Motley, people have been banned and thrown out of the state of New York for worse. Or for less, I should say. Ranch is an abomination. Blue cheese or go do something. What's going on, Crystal? How are you doing?
Love you, Scuba. Crystal saw her final art, right?
I don't know. Did Krista see her final art? Oh,
I happen to have it sitting here.
That's Ezra.
Chilling.
Yeah, we pulled an Ezra, and that just led to a whole bunch of giggles and excitement for what this could mean. We decided to do Captain Enoch because it'll be the first ever that has been done by Lee. For those who are just joining and don't know what is going on, this chaos of a screen. So what we're doing is the last day of the Cozy Kollab. Oh,
so, yes, this is the
okay,
last
Motley.
night. We're in the final hours. What's up?
It's all right, Motley. I love you, man. What we're doing is you go to dcdcollects.com. You're going to purchase the Cozy Kollab, which is a Star Wars Sig Series by Topps sealed. They are numbered. They were numbered on camera. And what we will do is we will open it live, and then Lee Kohse is going to draw the companion art to go with it. So, for example, this gorgeous and meaningful Ezra Bridger is going to have the companion piece of Captain Enoch. We have seen Zuckuss being drawn. We have seen Kylo. We have seen Maz Kanata. We have seen quite a few ones. Poe Dameron, absolutely stunning. And then at the end, this wonderful painted Vader will be the giveaway at the end of tonight. Oh, Kevin, I don't have any water. Unfortunately, I can't hydrate. At the end of the night, we are going to give away that Vader to somebody who has bought in. So that Vader is going tonight. 12 have been sold. There is a maximum of 8 left.
Let's see if I can. I may turn my Stockton sign off so I can move that over there and give me a little bit more working space.
So it is something novel and new. We don't believe it's ever been done before. We are breaking new ground over the last 3 days, and today is the culmination, the end, the last time to get in. So there is the giveaway at the end of the day. I know, KP. I'm actually dying. My throat is on fire. All I have here is alcohol, and because I have Jimmy the Breaker here, I'm not drinking. If I didn't have him here, I would be hydrating with sweet, sweet dehydrating alcohol.
I'd be lubricating my throat with bourbon.
Oh, I also forgot to mention, each one of these is also going to come with a mini silly print by Lee.
Ah, yes.
And we are going to roll a D20 on D&D Beyond. And if you get a critical hit of 17 or more, you will get yours in color.
Tell DC he smells like a stinky can of squid. Oh, I should have read that before reading it out loud.
I mean, I literally... Oh, God, I just punched Ezra. I literally have one tattooed on me, so... I mean, it's a thing.
There's your squid.
There's
He smells
squid.
like a can of squid.
That's right.
And there is the silly print, as per mentioned. So one of them. So I'm actually throwing this one. I think we threw one of these in with Maz Kanata.
Paul, you are not good at typing today.
But yeah, this is so this is Palpatine brand wrinkle cream. Strike age lines down with all of your hatred. But which I just love this one. This is the only one I have on my desk at the moment. But there's 8 total, and we try to pick which one goes best with everything. So here's another one.
Dangle just posted some really nice Lee Kohse art cards on Discord, looking for a trade to get a box here. So if you are a Kohse fan, which I know all of you are, and you want some other work, there are trades possibly happening. Paul's like, look, I was an art major, not an English major. The fact that I, was born and raised in England where the language was invented doesn't mean anything. I don't speak proper. I don't speak proper. That is English for I do not speak well. Scoop says, if he gives me 100K, I'll take his cards and buy him a box. That is a great deal for you, Scoops.
Unfortunately, it's not realistic for him.
I'm actually
I'm pretty sure if he had 100K,
yeah,
he would just buy them all.
oh, we got another one. Oh, I remember. Oh, that's a great Yoda too, and the really good "It's a Trap." Yeah. Oh, it's a really good lay. Well, I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna. Oh, I can't do it. I was gonna show the ones that are available, but I can't pull the Discord up on my screen. But yeah, Dangle's actually got some pretty good hits over there. Some full color cards featuring Leia and Boba, as well as Yoda and Akbar. So if anybody wanted to do a trade, there is legit ammunition in there.
Sweet.
Let me take a peek of who's up next. Crystal. Crystal's like, you know what? I'm gonna do it again. Crystal, this
Hit
is
me,
gonna.
baby, one more time.
That's right. This is also gonna give you a +2 to your roll.
Sorry, Crystal.
All right, time for Little Lee. She's like, I had to do it. I love Star Wars too much. We all do.
Me.
Let's be honest. That's why we're all here, really. It's the Star Wars.
We're transitioned over to the Big D,
Nice. I mean, what can I say?
so we can see what magic you are gonna do.
Crystal, friend. By the way, Crystal, how are you feeling? How's everything going, Mama Bear wise? Before we jump in, I want to ask, how are you doing? How are you feeling? Is everything
Crystal under the
well?
weather?
Crystal is not under the weather in a traditional sense.
Ah, okay. Oh, okay.
Went today for the 8-week checkup. Crystal actually has an organism growing inside of her, stealing her energy.
Oh, a parasite.
Much like a chest burster, but not the chest. Yeah. Everything is good. Baby's heartbeat. Oh, I love it. I love it. Congratulations. Listen, Crystal, you have stumbled into a family that is going to be. Jimmy, my 8-year-old, said congratulations. You've stumbled into a family that is going to be there for you every step of the way. So we want the updates. Feel free to put them in the Discord even. We are your cheerleaders. We are there for you.
And sometimes, at least Paul and I will also be your hecklers.
That's true.
When needed.
Even moving a little bit. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. That's so good. Well, good. I am happy to hear that. I am very happy to hear that. Now, let's channel that awesome positive energy into box number 2. The Deuce. Who does number 2 work for? Well, apparently it works for Crystal. Crystal, who do you want to see? What do you want out of your number 2? And don't say corn.
Raising.
You know it's good if it gets Lee to chuckle.
Yeah, the corn was unexpected.
She says somebody I know this time. Absolutely. It sounds like we have a trade too. I hear a trade going on. Ice Wolf has a dangle trade. Do me a favor, put it in. Just make sure it's in the Discord. I will get to that next. All right, here we go. Let's send some positive baby vibes to Crystal. Let's get something awesome here. I want another big name. Isn't there? Okay, good.
Is it 8 weeks? Too early to know if it's a boy or a girl.
Oh, this is great. This is exactly what she didn't want. This is somebody that I don't even think I know who it is. Boy, we are going to be mining the dregs on this one. It's from the Clone Wars. The name rings a bell, but I'm not 100. That's Axe Wolves. It's not, I know who Axe Wolves is, but I don't know who Lux Bonteri is.
Oh, good God.
Anybody? Played by Jason Spicek. Might be Spicek or Spizek. Could be Spizek, but I'm going to go with Spicek.
I like Spicek.
I'm trying to think who Lux Bonteri is. I know the name.
I could do. He's a senator.
Oh, that's how I know the name.
I could do Padme Amidala.
Padme is somebody you probably would know.
Padme would be a good one for that.
Cannon fodder.
She's also a mommy.
That is true. She is a mommy, a very famous mother who never got to celebrate Mother's Day, sadly.
Yeah.
She's like, yes. that's a yes. She wants the Queen version specifically.
Sure. Which one?
You are a
Uh,
+2. Let's do a roll real
it
quick.
it is the Queen, so it's like she had like 47 outfits in that movie.
Ooh, 13 plus
So,
2 is a 15, just a little shy.
are we doing the red? She got the red and gold suit.
What's going on, Doug? How are you doing? Doug's like, Padme is always good, particularly the white Genosis outfit.
We're doing the Queen.
Yeah, Crystal says, yes, it's iconic, so I'm assuming it's the red and gold. Yep, red and gold, please, she said. That one. All right, let me investigate this trade too while you write that down.
I am going to. I'm grabbing a reference right now, but depending on our time schedule, I think I might actually try to color this one.
Ooh, hey now.
Just she just barely missed the crit, but it's also a new mom, so you know.
There you go. Hey, see, Crystal, there you go. You've hit a soft spot with Lee. The trade was the black and white Admiral Akbar for the box, and then Dangle keeps the spot for the giveaway, but the caveat is if he wins the giveaway, he will kick in a bonus to Ice Wolf. That's a great deal. Katie
Okay.
Bear, how are you doing, Katie? Katie, you are witnessing history.
Crystal.
It is
Padme.
the first ever Cozy collab. We are dual streaming here on Cozy Art and DCD Collects. You're actually about to see what we're gonna do. So we know, preparing meats for a barbecue tomorrow. I will be over at noon. All right, we are gonna put Lux Bon Terry to bed. Thankfully, we have something great to put with Lux.
Thankfully, at least he hung out in good company, right?
He had some powerful friends. All right, let's get Dangle on the board.
That one scared me for a second. It's like, who could we use?
I at first blush, no idea. Then I said the name out loud. I was like, no, I know that from somewhere. I know it from somewhere.
Yeah, he was one of the annoying senators. Yeah, very, very young. He looked like a little kid, you know.
Junior senator. The more we talk, the more I remember his 2 episodes he was in.
It's been years since I've seen his episodes. So.
No, Paul. It is something that we actually spoke about a long time ago that I hope you forgot.
And by the way, Paul, looking at what I'm doing now, co-streaming here with DC and DCD Collects and all that goodness, is this something I would like to talk with you about potentially? Because obviously I can't be the only artist who does this stuff.
Katie, so many amazing people are here. That is true because you are also here. All right, we gotta pull a little Lee now.
Yeah, I gotta.
It is time for Dangle to choose. Dangle, in case you can't see them, the numbers are 1, 6, 11, 12, 16, 18, 20. What is your choice, mon frère?
Card collector. Let me see.
Okay.
No, card collector is he's asking me for, he's asking me for the Baderhosen prints. He's like, I
Number
want
6.
Kinder.
Oh, Dangle, thank you so much. Slipping Katie Bear a sub. Very kind of you. Let's use
Hey,
that.
Katie Bear.
Let's use that karma. Let's use that gifting karma. Let's send positive vibes to Dangle. Dangle is selfless. He is very giving when it comes to handing out those subs. Let's send positive vibes. Let's get a banger inside here for Dangle. Dangle, who do you want to see inside the box? We're going to play our mini game, lovingly known as What's in the Box?
I still say Gwyneth Paltrow's hair.
I don't know how she'd feel about that. She'd
So
be
I've
like,
got,
this
people
box
in my
smells like my head.
I have people in my chat asking, how do we get those?
How do we get these?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm drawing, man.
You would go to dcdcollects.com and you would order a cozy collab. Only 6 of them remain. And you will get one of these lovelies. I'd like to see a Han Solo. Yeah, me too. How about a dual
yeah.
auto? I'm digging it. Yeah, actually, Katie, yes, you can. That is something I do. So,
He said doo-doo.
This is the doo-doo.
By the way, make sure you're following Katie.
I believe I already.
DC.
I believe if not on Twitch, I already am on Instagram.
Okay.
I am DC the Breaker on Instagram. Katie, I believe I already follow you. For a little
She
while.
also sent me some fantastic cookies for Christmas, which my wife absolutely adored. Thank you very much, Katie.
I wish Kevin P. West was here for this. Oh, wait. There's Kevin P. West.
Kevin Quest?
We're going to have a little bit of fun here. Well, I mean, Banger, the possibilities make this a lot of fun. But you did
don't say banger with Paul in chat. He's gonna think you're gonna pull out a sausage.
Bangers and mash, baby. KP is like, it's 2 tubes. Of course it's 2 tubes.
Oh,
Idrio 2 tubes.
Saw Gerrera.
Yeah.
Saw Gerrera.
Saw Gerrera. How do you feel about a Saw Gerrera, Dangle? He's like, let's go, baby.
I could also do K2SO technically.
Ooh, K2SO. Hey, now that's
not quite as associated with him, but I like drawing K2SO. K2SO is fun. He's also one of my favorite droids too.
Well, it's up to you, Dangle. Is it gonna be Saw or K2? KP's like, I love drawing 2 tubes. Oh, I knew. As soon as I saw it, man, you're the first thing that popped into my head. I mean, let's be honest, KP. Don't tell Cindy, but you pop into my head more often than you'd probably be comfortable with. This time, though, it had to do with 2 tubes. Jin Urso, Cassian Andor. Dangle says, I'm not mad about that. Thanks to Ice Wolf, I feel like you're going to be getting that bonus either way now. Very generous of him. Yeah, it's your call, Dangle. Oh, no, he's just stoked that it's 2 tubes. What we're going to do with it, he's still got to make the final decision.
Ah, there we go.
So many choices.
Like I'm being all delicate, and it's like, wait, this is Kylo Ren. His helmet looks all chunky, so I can, if this version of his helmet looks all chunky, so I can make it look rough, and it's in character. So.
Oh, we gotta roll too. Let me roll your D20.
Some characters I can do in color better than others.
15.
I
15.
rolled too many 15s,
No
man.
crit. You know, it is a lot of 15s. Let me look at my rolling history.
I think your DM is back there going, ha ha ha, I've got a restrictor button here.
You know, it's funny. You would think it was a lot of 15s, but out of the last 10 rolls,
Mm-hmm.
it's only been twice.
Okay.
Now, out of the last 15 rolls, it has been 4 times.
That seems like an off ratio.
Ice Wolf's like, does he get my multiplier? Because technically Ice Wolf ordered it. Well, I mean, it's dangle on the giveaway page, and that's what I'm going by. So unless you want to give up the giveaway, I think I think you're better off keeping it as is. But by all
What
means, I can switch the giveaway.
What character are we doing?
So, Dangle says, I kind of want both, so I'll commission a KP West to do whatever Cozy doesn't choose. So there you go. You choose one, and KP will do the other.
I will do. So wait. Of which ones?
Uh,
The Saw Gerrera or K2SO.
yeah, and you already go ahead.
I'm gonna do K2SO in color. I'll give him the upgrade.
In color, the black and white droid in color.
Absolutely.
That's fantastic.
He's got little yellow bits on him. I can make it work.
You know, for you, I'm gonna do the black and white character in color.
I just did it with we did it with Kylo Ren too.
I know. All grays. 50 Shades of Gray featuring K2SO. Oh, sweet baby Mary, that's hilarious.
Let me pull out my comic.
That is funny. I like that. I like that. That's solid gold.
I also have wash paints, so I can make it look awesome.
That's true.
Which is technically what you're getting. Like when I say color, you're basically getting like paint.
Ice Wolf says that really needs to be a Paul box. 50 Shades.
50 Shades of Maitland.
That's right. 50 Shades of Moist. Paul Moistland. I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited about this Vader giveaway.
I think we could do it's a Paul's box. All the characters have to be wet.
They're all featured in inclement weather. It's
I was thinking like Creature from the Black Lagoon, you know.
Kylo in that oceanfront scene where he meets the image of his father.
There you go.
Rey, pretty much all of her scenes that she's not on a ship.
I think they just like to hose her down for some reason. That was very
comic book guy from The Simpsons, because you know he's always sweating.
There you go.
Paul Maitland, Moist. That's it. That's the whole name, Moist. The only problem is, if we go with Moist, we can guarantee Steve and Maddie, S&M will not buy a single box or tune in to any of the streams.
Really?
Maddie has an extreme aversion to the word moist. If you say it in her presence, it cripples her.
You know, we should try to find her a good therapist.
Yeah. For those who don't know, she is a therapist.
Can I drive for you?
The Bond babes coming out of the water. Forget about the Bond babes coming out of the water. How about Bond coming out of the water?
Oh, do the you got to do the Daniel Craig version.
That's right. Daniel Craig
Where he-
stepping onto the sandbar.
Yeah, because Daddy's so loud.
Which, by the way, absolutely hysterical how people got bent out of shape about that.
What I think is hysterical is the fact that it wasn't meant for him to be coming out of the water, but when they were filming the whole sandbar statement I made, he was just supposed to walk through the water, and as he was walking, he hit a sandbar and stepped up over it, and that's where him emerging from the water was. It was technically only supposed to be him from the waist up. And then
That's funny.
they liked what they saw and then chose to
Gee,
keep it.
I wonder why.
Yeah, right? Like, oh, yeah, we're going to go with that one.
What's the DP say? Oh, he's erect.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with that one then.
He was in a car
Works for me.
accident? That's terrible, Lee. It's terrible.
Yes.
What?
Jason Momoa coming out of the water?
You can send roses to his family.
No worries. Hey.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
We have a little something.
Ooh.
This is not related to Star Wars. But
Uh-oh.
it is related to awesome. Give me a second. I got to pull my mic out.
Well, where have you been keeping it? No, don't say that on your stream. Never mind. I don't think he heard me.
No, my ear pierce was out. Whatever you said was probably against our terms of service, but hey, it is what it
No,
is.
no, no. You said I had to pull my mic out. I said, hang on, let me pull my mic out. And I said, well, where have you been keeping it?
Oh. All right. T-Bone has an order in. T-Bone says, Star Wars is fun and all, and it happened
What?
a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, which makes it history. So he wants a different type of history. How about a little 2023 Super Breaks Pieces of the Past Founders Edition? We got some relics. We
I
are.
totally forgot I still got Big D up on screen.
You got. That's me.
This whole time. Sorry, guys. I'll bring it back to the yard after he's done.
Boy, what would be fun? It would be fun to have somebody draw companion pieces to some of these historical pieces.
Gee.
If only. Oh, there's a big fatty in there for you, T-Bone. All right, here we go. Good luck, man. Let's get some handwriting samples. No big deal. It's just Eli Filet Remington. Like Remington Steel or Remington the gun.
Or Remington the Razor. I kind of missed like when I was a kid in the mall. They actually had a Remington store.
Dangle
It's
says
crazy stuff in there.
Dangle says can't have too many K2SO. So KP, I'm gonna commission you, assuming you're open. Anything associated with tubes. Doug says I like the idea. Are you amendable to the cool history sketch, Lee?
I am same terms.
There we go, little Remington Steel. Ice looks like it was a great show.
I don't mind doing an experiment. It'd be fun.
Oh, look at this. We are on another one. Don Jose Antonio de Cuervo. You mean Jose Cuervo?
Oh, I'm just gonna draw a portrait of my wife.
I'm not. I was gonna say, between your wife and my wife, Cuervo is a celebrated name in our household.
Between your wife and my wife, Doug's shelf has a lot less weight burden on it.
Maybe. Doug's like, whoa, tequila. I love it. And my wife. Doug also loves his wife.
Yes. But I don't remember your wife being a big tequila drinker. If I remember correctly,
listen,
pawning all that licorice crap off on people.
Last year, at last year's Super Bowl party, which by the way we're doing again this year, that's going to be one
That
of
was
our
fun.
announcements.
Really cool, right?
We should announce that sometime.
Yeah, probably in about 40 minutes. Um, I drank a lot of tequila. I'm probably gonna drink a lot of tequila today. Let me move my son into his office real quick. After we open this, I gotta get Jimmy into his office.
No, it's okay. You're fine with me, Daddy.
Goodness gracious, more handwriting. It's Guccio Gucci. You know,
Talking to Daddy.
The inventor of the tickle.
this
Gucci, Gucci,
guy.
Goo.
This guy. Listen, I'm not gonna lie, T-Bone, you knocked this out of the park, homie. Gucci, Remington, and Cuervo.
Hello?
I want his eyes jet black. And even though I've got jet black in there, it's just not black enough.
So you can be drinking Cuervo, wearing your Gucci, and waving around the Remington, though I don't recommend it.
Okay, Kylo in the bag.
Yay!
Still?
Set Kylo over here because Vader Hosen should be dry.
Driving
So let me store Vader Hosen.
back to the mall.
All right, give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
For a while, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry
So,
about that.
Greg, Vader Hosen, put that one away. Awesome. We will leave Kylo up there to dry.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna whip out. I've still got Zuckus. Zuckus is half finished, but we want to try and get some chopper action going really fast. So let's do that. I'm gonna pencil out chopper. We'll rough it out, and then I'm gonna rough out Captain Enoch and K2SO. Move you up just a little bit. We're gonna put you to keep you in shot. Sabaros, thank you very much, man. Sorry, I was just reading the someplace moist comment. I didn't see that before. Move that over here. So we got room. Room. Let's get some chopper action going, shall we? Chopper. Chopper is color. Yep. Had to find my pencil there for a second. Sorry about that. The tip is sharp enough, and we're good to go.
All right, sorry about that, folks. For those who are new to the feed or are on Lee's feed who aren't familiar, in addition to doing this, I'm also a full-time dad, and sadly, due to work schedules, my son Jimmy the Breaker, has to come to work with me on most nights. So while I am here and present, I am also a dad, and need to handle that as well. So I apologize for the interruption. But we just had to move him to a quieter office space.
We now bring you back to your regularly scheduled breaking.
That's right. Now we get back to it.
We need to have a folio sound effect for you of just like shattering something. DC the breaker.
Right? I am trying to, Motley's like, we all love Jimmy. Thank you. Jimmy's a good dude. I need to shake the breaker moniker. I was, because breaking has had such a bad connotation because of how people have abused the breaking idea. And there's just, we can't think of anything that rings as well as DC the Breaker. DC the Curator was a thought, but again, does not roll off the tongue. DC the
DC the
Stash.
opener.
DC the Opener.
If it needs to be pulled open, I'm there for you.
DC the Destroyer.
There you go. That actually rolls off the tongue.
right? DC the Destroyer.
I'm not sure it will work. It will market well to a collectible market.
DC the Barbarian.
DC the Smasher.
DC the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Hey, if it gets me a Reese's sponsor, I'm in.
You want Reese's Pieces, do you?
DC the Stash. Yeah, we've tossed that one around too, KP. Doug says, DC wide right. That is a very old Buffalo Bills reference. Or he's followed me into the bathroom and seen me use a urinal.
Thankfully, he was on the left.
Yeah. Dr. Spoiler. You know, I could live in the Dr. Spoiler persona. I could. I mean, someone's got to replace me eventually. DC the Bald Head. Yeah.
I would just say DC the Glossy.
DC the Glossy? DC.
Yeah. I wouldn't go, I would say DC the Shiny, DC the Glossy, something like that. I wouldn't say DC the Bald. That sounds detrimental. We'll get you a sponsorship from like Murphy's Oil Soap and Mr. Clean. It'll be great.
DC the Glaring. DC the Nearsighted.
There you go.
DC the Greater. there's always the lesser and the greater. DC the Greater. Buffalo DC. I don't know if I want to be associated with Buffalo more than I already am. DC West Side. I did live on the West Side. It's fun.
DC the Buffalo works.
Buffalo DC of LA. Oh, I should go DC of LA. That's not bad. Hey, it's DC of LA.
Although it looks like DC of Law.
Well, technically I'm in Oxnard, so it could be DC the Nard.
There you go. DC the Ox.
That's when I start losing weight, that won't be funny. DC displaced. DC misplaced, DC displaced, yeah. Mr. Mel. that's what I'm known everywhere else. The Stash of DC. DC the Oxnards. Mr. Mrs. the Breaker. That gets too close to Monster Squad. It's the Wolfman has nards. Oh, goodness. Shout out to Honest Gamer 101. Followed us 20 minutes ago. I missed it. Better late than never, I believe, is what Cheech Marin said about the Titanic arriving. Anybody?
Ghostbusters.
DC the Drawn Like Your French Girls. DC
the French girl.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I got to whip it out real quick.
Gonna burn out Doug's eyes again.
So for those who don't know what he's talking about, we're going to go to Little Lee Big D now. I was part of the commission-a-thon with DC, or with Lee. And I wanted, I'm all confused.
Like you did one too?
Yeah,
cool.
Right. I did, excuse me while I whip this out. It's true. So,
ma'am, you're sucking on my arm.
I got the sketch cards, and I told Lee I wanted to get for Mrs. the Breaker an Ariel, and for Jimmy the Breaker a Poe Dameron, because that's his favorite character, her favorite character. He's like, well, what do you want for the last one? I was like, I don't know, whatever you want, man. And I jokingly said, draw me like your French girls, Jack. And so I get the order, and not only does it have what I ordered, it also has a flounder, a DC the Flounder, which was probably the first attempt at renaming me.
Which is also cracked somehow.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. And then the very last card I get is this gem. As you can
I
see, I am a French lady in this picture. I have my cigarette, my baguette, my beret, and my outrageous mustache. Look at
I
me and my sweet, sweet chestiness.
I may or may not have mild psychological issues.
They're called dreams. They're called dreams, Lee. So I look like the guy. I do. I look like is it Jamie Heineman?
Yeah, when I drew the beret on you, I was just like, wow, you could totally. I did that. I called him. I'm like, you could cosplay Jamie Heineman.
I have heard that. I have to do it. I have to get a white shirt and a beret, and I got to do that one of these years. It'll be hilarious.
He's got the same almost style glasses and stuff too. So
DC
yeah.
Le Pew. So this is me as one of Cozy's French girls. Dangle says, I have those cards up in Discord. I'm down for another one if somebody is willing to make that trade.
Make sure to edit the ones that are out already. Just FYI, if you haven't done it already.
You need to go to a con where Adam Savage is and wait in line just to mess with him. I would get accidentally punched in the face by him.
No,
They are definitely not friends.
no, they are not friends, but they're also not enemies. It was
Valid.
just Adam pointed out that it's like we've never gone to dinner, we've never done anything social together or fun. It was just work. So he's like, I can work with them. We work with each other well, and that's it. We're just not friends.
I will bring the food in a pre-blended bag and drink it out of it just like he used to.
Oh, as opposed to you showing up pre-blended.
That's right. Did an event with Adam and Carrie Bryan. They were great.
I'm kind of bummed. I was going to work on a project with Grant Imahara.
I was just gonna say I was heartbroken to hear about Grant.
Yeah.
Fun fact for those who don't know, Grant actually built the robot on the Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson.
Oh, that's funny.
Yep. It started as a joke where he had mentioned to Craig, hey, why don't you have a co-host like the other shows? And he's like, oh, if you build me one, I'll do it. And like, I don't know, like month later, 2 months later, they get a package in the mail unannounced, and it was the robot. And he's like, well, there you go, I built you a robot, Craig. And Craig's like, well, we're putting it in the show. Oh, there never will be another Craig Ferguson's Late Late Show. That was, in my opinion, the greatest show on late night television. And I was a Letterman fanatic, and Craig Ferguson was even above Letterman.
Craig Ferguson is probably the best, the wittiest host in late night television. I say he's second. I think the wittiest is actually Stephen Colbert, but
Valid.
I think that Craig Ferguson has far more charisma.
Oh, dripping charisma.
Yeah,
His
and I
flirting.
love that he used to sit there and screw. Well, it wasn't really flirting per se. He was actually screwing with the censor,
Yeah.
the guy with the little button.
Yep.
Which hands down my favorite interview. Well, Maria's favorite also, but our favorite interview is when he got David Tennant on, because they both reverted back to Scottish.
Yeah.
And they kept joking around because they were just using Scottish slang. And he's like, nobody understands us. And it's like, look at the censor guy. He doesn't know when to hit that button or not. He just can't figure it out.
He's like, oh,
Yeah,
I can't
good
say
point.
that. You're racist. Oh, you're so racist. I can't say that. He used to mess with him. Oh, you're just racist. What do you mean I can't say that? I can say that. Oh, no, I can't say that. Oh, you're racist. He was the best. Back when having not TiVo or whatever the other one was, where you could record everything, I recorded everything, including the last episode. Last episode was just an absolute banger.
I think my parents called that a VHS.
No, digitally. Let me rephrase that. Digitally. No respect for the cone zone. Yeah, he had so many great bits. Him trying to get the Beefeater to laugh every time he was Prince Charles, hands down, is one of the most zany, ridiculous pieces of high art you can ever attempt to achieve. Absolutely brilliant because 60% of the time he got the Beefeater to laugh. And when he would, it would crack the entire audience.
And also, I love. Um, it's kind of funny because I remember when he brought the Damned out to do a live performance one time. One of the things I was super jazzed about is to discover one of my favorite bands of all time was also Craig Ferguson's favorite band because that immediately, music wise, I was just like, oh my God, this guy's awesome.
Yeah.
He likes punk too. Yes.
He was a drummer in a punk band.
Yeah.
In the UK, he was a drummer. So
You actually found that out after the Damned played because I was just all like, what?
absolutely.
But yeah, it's he's hands down definitely like the best late night show, and I really do think that as much as I love Colbert, I think Colbert has kind of morphed more into like basically a less parody of Republicans Colbert show. You know, I think he's kind of fallen back on the mostly politics kind of humor thing, which isn't a bad thing. It's just, you know, I liked Craig Ferguson because he was more versatile. He was everywhere.
Sapporo says Conan was my number one. Number two is Ferguson. I have mad respect for Conan. He did a bit about Tony Danza. Him and the drummer did a thing about Tony Danza. That was one of the funniest things I ever saw. Where he's like, he asks the drummer, he's like, "Hey, what'd you think of having Tony Danza here?" And the drummer's like, "Who's Danza?" And completely ignored the fact that Tony Danza was on the show for like 10 minutes. The back and forth, you have to Google it on YouTube or whenever you do, Bing it or Ask Jeeves, whatever is your preferred method. You got to see
Jeeves it up.
Jeeves it up. That's
Why
right.
didn't that? Why didn't that ever become a thing? Why couldn't you just Jeeves up something? Why'd you have to ask Jeeves? Why couldn't you just Jeeves it?
Yeah, I think the AI was the one that put that down. Like, you're not calling me Jeeves, or I'm taking over the planet. All right, so we are winding down. I'm going to call first last call on the evening. First last call. In addition,
How many more boxes do we have?
there's only 6 left.
6 left. Okay.
The in addition to those boxes, I don't want you to think that that is the only thing that you can do. In addition to those boxes, we also have, oh, what's this? Super Bowl squares. Well, I'll have to tell you something about that later, won't I? Oh, what's this? A Super Break Super Bowl? That's something I'll have to talk about later, huh? Amalgamation, featuring Dr. Alvin Hernandez and 2 comic books for your collection. We've got you covered. Team Ups, Brian Kaiser Tillman, and our dear friend, Alvin Hernandez. Signed, sketched, and delivered, as well as manga and anime. By the way, manga and anime is going away next Friday. Last call on manga and anime. These will be gone. We are getting rid of them. Friday next week is last call on manga. Saturday morning cartoons, which you see behind the Star Wars, and signed, certified, and delivered, featuring a 9.8 CGC Signature Series comic book. All available right meow. Quite a few things are at new prices.
And also, don't forget, Dangle has his offer. He's offering up original cards for a box, I believe you were saying.
Yep, Dangle is offering up sketch cards for a shot at the Cozy Kollab. He knows there's still magic left in this case. There might have been some magic in that old Star Wars case we found. Amalgamation is amazing, Ice Wolf. I really recommend people grab a box of it too. I think our problem was, again, we put everything in the envelope. We weren't able to show it. We're actually, next week, we're looking at possibly ripping that open and resealing it, just so people can get an idea of how great it is.
Yeah, the amalgamation one, the artwork unfortunately is in the boxes, but oh my god, the artwork in there is gorgeous.
It is.
Elvin did such a great job on that
And
thing.
they're larger format pieces too.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm focusing on this, trying to get a decent pattern here because they covered her headpiece with lace.
So Don, for those who don't know, Don is a Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
Unfortunately, he's trapped in Buffalo, so poor guy.
It's true, and the Bills play Pittsburgh in Buffalo in what's going to be likely whiteout conditions. And even though he is a Steelers fan, I love Don dearly. So he sent me a real quick message saying that since I'm calling last call, he wanted to make sure he said goodbye before I left. So love you, Don. You're the man. Even as a Steelers fan, I still love you. Speaking of foosball, how about Jared Mayo becoming the coach of the New England Patriots? And apparently, it was in his contract that when Bill Belichick retired, he was guaranteed the head coaching position.
Well, that's cool. Does that mean he's more ethical?
I would hope so. Listen, even as a Bills fan, again, hating the Patriots, Jared Mayo's fine with me. I don't recall him being a dirty player. I remember him being just a hard-nosed, great linebacker. So it'll be interesting to see.
Oh no, I'm just remembering like all the Patriots controversies about filming the other team and learning their hand signals and stuff like that, and
deflating balls.
Shady. Yeah.
Sending people out declaring that they're not eligible so that you cover them even though they're not eligible. Chef says, I'm trying to talk myself out of a box. Hey, T-Bone, buy some of my super breaks on eBay so I can have money for another box. Dangle says, my apologies. I've been distracted the last few minutes. I get that a lot, Dangle. Don't worry. The more you view my stream, the more used to me you become, and I become less distracting. Crystal's like, my queen!
Yep. So I'm roughing her out right now. Phrasing. And we will, I'll set her aside, work on Chopper, ink Chopper, and get everything kind of inked up, and then we'll go back to Zuckus. So we'll kind of do it in phases.
Now, how long are you streaming for tonight?
Till about 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Okay,
so.
Same. So we'll get at least another hour in after I drop the kids off in your pool.
My understanding is the wife just came home, so yeah.
All right, sounds good.
Only because my motion sensors all went off and my security system's just like, intruder alert, intruder alert.
You desperately hope it's her.
I really do.
I don't keep a gun in my art room. But he is a Marine, so he doesn't necessarily need a gun.
I was going to say I do have a gun, but before I get to the gun, I passed 6 machetes and a bayonet. Well, I mean, a bayonet, a machete, and 6 knives. So.
Yeah.
So I get to pick.
Now, when you were in switching gears, when you were in the Marines, was that the brief period they were doing the Krav Maga as well?
We were doing line training.
Line training, okay.
Yeah, so line training is I think now they're doing mixed martial arts, but they were using a program that was actually designed by Krav Maga experts, called line training, and it was It was deemed too violent for
It
warfare.
it violated the Geneva Convention.
Yeah, because it honestly, it was a hand-to-hand combat style that is absolutely worthless unless somebody takes a swing at you. And then it doesn't teach you to block. It doesn't teach you to, throw punches or anything. It literally is it was basically somebody's taking a swing at you, catch that arm, break it in two places immediately.
It's about
Nothing
maiming.
else.
Yeah.
It's break the limb, break the elbow, break the wrist. If somebody goes to punch you, don't punch them back, break their bones so they can't punch you again. And if somebody kicks you, do the same with that leg. But again, it's a purely defensive, offensive technique. I cannot do anything to you unless you take a swing at me.
Yeah.
And probably the most brutal bar fight I've ever seen, which I was technically a part of, but I didn't throw any punches. I was with my gunnery sergeant, who was the combat instructor for our line training group, for the actual line training instructors. So he was the top instructor, and we're in a bar, and it was just really funny because he is hanging out at the bar, and some drunk dude comes up, and he's just like, oh, you Marines think you're bad scooters, and the gunny's just like, hey man, you know what, just just let's have a drink. I'll buy you a drink. And the guy's like, if I could take on any one of you. And the guy's just being very argumentative and yelling and screaming, and he's trying to pick a fight. And the gunny's just like, let me just buy you a drink. It'll be fine. And we can hang out and tell stories. It'll be fun. Let's just get to know each other. And the guy's just, I can kick anybody's butt here. But he didn't say butt.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally the gunny's just sighing as this guy's, being very aggressive. And the gunny realizes there's no way out of this other than swinging punches. So he's like, okay, I tell you what, there are 206 bones in the human body. Every time, and you can take a swing at me, and every time you miss, I'm going to break one of your bones. And the guy's like, deal, and immediately takes a sucker punch swing at the gunny. The gunny moves, catches his pinky as his fist is going by. It basically sticks his hand up, and he catches his pinky from underneath. And he just holds his pinky still while the hand passes. So you hear this loud crack noise, and then the guy holds his hand up and his pinky's pointing out this way. And the gunny basically just twitched his head to the side so the punch would miss. And then the guy's now screaming, holding his hand like this with his pinky bent out this way. And the gunny's like very calmly like, okay, you have 205 more chances. And immediately every one of the guys who was egging the other dude on and were like, Marines suck, immediately take a step back. And they're like, you're on your own, dude.
What's going on, Chef Toxic? Yeah, we have Lee Kohse in the house. We are dual streaming. You need to go to Kohse Art, Kohseart, and follow him. He is he has such a long list of accolades. Sorry, I got to do this for you, Lee. Lucas.
Chat me up.
Lucasfilm artist, a Blizzard artist. He has been known to handle some Speed Racer in a very high level. What was your title with Speed Racer again?
Art director and basically global licensing designer.
AKA important guy.
Basically, I did everything worldwide related to Speed Racer.
Have you ever heard of Game of Thrones? This guy may have had something to do with some of it.
Season 4. I did season 3, season 4, a little bit of season 3, mostly season 4, and then I got picked up to do other stuff. And a company bought another company, and I kind of was working on one of those and had to do that.
So what we're going to do, and it looks like we have somebody that's buying one of the last spots available.
Ooh.
We are going to show you exactly what we're doing. Doug has just purchased one.
Sweetness.
Here we go. Big Papa Doug. All right, Doug.
Were we doing something with that? Were we going to do a sketch thing for whatever Trev bought?
That's between you two. I'm not getting involved in that one.
I wasn't sure if that's what Doug was asking or not. So,
I
but yeah.
think Doug might have just been egging you on to do it. But again, that's between y'all. Doug, your numbers are 1, 11, 12, 16, 18, 20. You, sir, get to pick your number. Seporos is like, don't forget Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. What's funny is I always tell people Lord of the Rings is like the first major project I got hired for, but technically I got hired at the same time to work on Buffy and Angel, or Buffy or Angel, sorry, first, but I got hired to work on Angel, like 15 minutes later, so technically at the same time, but yeah, Lord of the Rings was before Angel.
So Doug says, I'm going to go with number 16 since Daniel, one of his favorite two sons, turned 16. All right, Doug, what do you want to see inside this box?
We haven't seen a good Sith Lord.
We have not.
We have not seen somebody like a hard level Darksider. So,
Oh, we have another one after this as well. Councilman Chef is in. He's like, I'm calling my shot. It's going to be a bad guy.
And just a reminder, guys, these pieces, or everything we order before DCD calls it, is eligible for winning this free artwork. And just to let you guys know, in case you didn't see me work on it earlier, it's wood.
He's got wood.
I did and I drew a Darth Vader on the back too, because I'm weird.
All right, Doug. He wants a bad guy. Wouldn't it be nice if you got a Vader?
Or a Billie Eilish serenading you.
Or, speaking of Billy, how about a Billy D. Williams?
All right. Lando.
My boy Lando. All right, here we go, Doug. Oh, goodness gracious. Speaking of Lando.
Hang on. We've got to open the, hang on, I got to do I forgot to do my transition for Big D. Okay, we're ready. Big D is up.
Speaking of Lando, I believe there was some character interaction here.
Is this Lobot?
Oh,
Did we get Lobot?
No. I'm mistaken. Strike that. Reverse it. Thank you. This is a Rogue One character. Now, I know my favorite Star Wars movie of all time was Rogue One. And I know Doug appreciates it too. This character definitely has a spot in that film.
3 tubes.
Played by Katie Cartwheel. Katie Cartwheel was Rio Durant.
Oh my God. The Solo. Not Solo, but yeah, Rio Durant was from Solo. So I could do young Han. Technically, we could do old Han too, I guess. So we could do the guy I can't pronounce Han Solo.
Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron.
Fun fact: our dear friend Maddie used to be boyfriend girlfriend with him in elementary school.
Oh, that is funny.
I thought so.
But yeah, I honestly, he gets a bum rap, man. He did such a great job.
He did very good.
Just the physicality of his Solo was amazing. He nailed Harrison Ford's mannerisms and stuff. So I hate that people argue that he doesn't look like him. It's like, screw it, he acts. Mm-hmm. He can act. Let him do it. But yeah, we could do Tobias Beckett. We could do a mud trooper. I've never drawn a mud trooper.
The big white walking carpet.
I could draw. I'm surprised. Like, is that like I'm trying to figure out like who signed that?
Katie Cartwheel. She is a
The puppeteer or
contortionist. No, she's actually the
oh,
physical. She is a contortionist slash gymnast.
okay. So say I thought that was
Ninja.
John Favreau.
Ninja, how are you doing? Hello, Ninja.
Good morning, Ninja.
How is your Saturday going, my friend? I hope it is a beautiful weekend.
So do we? What do you think, Doug? Mud Trooper.
Rio Durant
Ye-
was voiced by John Favreau.
Yep. I
So,
was gonna say I could draw Happy, but that's not Star Wars.
there you go, Ninja. That's right. Stay where it is cool. I concur. So, Ninja, what you're seeing is actually what we call it's a dual stream. It's the Cozy Collab. We are here with Lee Cozy, artist
Hello.
extraordinaire.
Technically, they're not. I'm here in San Diego. They're way the hell up in Santa Barbara.
Valid. Doug says Han or Chewie? Chewie?
Do you want Aaron Han or young Han, Harrison Ford? I'll let you pick.
And we are opening boxes of 2023 Topps Star Wars SIG series. And we are getting Lee Cozy, who also did a massive amount of work for Lucasfilm, to draw companion cards for the cards that you pull. So you're getting a very renowned Lucasfilm artist to add some art to your autograph. And at the end, that beautiful Darth Vader, we're going to give that away for free to somebody that buys in. Now, we are down to our last 4 boxes because there is one more order after this one for Councilman Chef, and another one after that. We have 2 more coming.
Sweetness.
Doug says Mud Trooper is cool.
Mud Trooper. I want to do Mud Trooper. I will mark it as my first.
All right, let me see here.
We need to roll for initial or roll for crit.
I am going to roll for real. Let me get the trade real quick. Boba Fett goes to Trevor. Trevor retains the giveaway spot. All right, valid.
I lost. What did we just do?
We did a trade. So,
Oh, okay. So that's a trade. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's not me.
no,
I was
no,
like,
it has nothing to do with
like
it.
I didn't draw Boba Fett yet.
Now for Doug, we got to roll to see if we're going to make this color. It's a
By the way,
6.
I love the roll for color.
I dig it too. All right, so Rio is going to go with a Mud Trooper, and it is going to be sans color.
And I have made a note to write on the back that is the first Mud Trooper I've ever drawn.
First ever.
Because I love that design, but I've just never drawn it.
Next up is Councilman Chef.
Councilman Chef.
Doug says, do I get a plus 12 for being an awesome business owner? Again, that's between you and the artist. I'm going to stay out of that one. Number
I'll
11.
make a note. He's it's not the boss's daughter, it's the boss. So yeah. I'll throw some color on it.
There you go. There you go.
He's technically paying me to do these anyways. So it's like,
Valid.
yeah, sure, I'll throw color on it.
Very valid. Chef says, I want 11. 11. All of these go to 11. So Chef is going to 11.
Sweetness.
Hey, what do you want to see in here, Chef?
Laura Petty as Tank Girl.
She's great. She, I think, doesn't get enough credit for being awesome.
She does not.
Are we almost done?
We will be done in a little bit, buddy.
Because mommy's gonna be home soon.
Okay. All right. You keep entertaining mommy, and we will wrap it up.
I hang tune up with him.
Oh.
Wanna go?
All right. Well, lay down, take a rest. It's going to be a little bit, but we will be. We're winding it down, bud. Thank you.
As you can tell, we've only got a little bit of time left
Yeah.
before the giveaway. So get
All
in
right,
now.
Jeff. Let's see what we got here, bud. Let's get to it. He's like, I'm good as long as I can find another obscure person.
You know what? What's funny is I actually got dinged by by Tops. They got so mad at me because I turned in all obscure characters one time. They're like, yeah, you really need to be drawing more Vaders and Boba Fett's and stuff. And it's like,
All right. I think I have a legacy card here. This is going to lead to an amazing sketch, if I'm right.
mm-hmm.
We have a numbered card for you, Councilman Chef.
Oh,
It's out of 25. And I believe this is one of the very rare, if the only times that this was done in Star Wars, that was actually written as a named character. Now, if you recall in the original series, there were these little tiny guys who looked like teddy bears. They're called Ewoks. And one of the most famous Ewoks was it Wicket P. Warwick?
something like that.
And Wicket was played by legendary actor Warwick Davis.
Well, there was also like Logray, Chirpa, Poplu. Can't remember how to pronounce his name, but yeah. Tebow, Buzza, Lectar.
So anybody but Lee would only know of about two of those, Logray and
Nip
Wicket.
it, Weechie, Whittle, Asha. You're right. Sorry.
And this is not him. It's not Warwick Davis. It's not Warwick Davis. It's not.
That should be
However,
Nip it, that little kid. The little one who was always licking his lips.
however, I believe this is his son. His son, Harrison Davis, who plays Pommet Warwick.
So would we do Warwick on that one?
I feel like you kind of got to do the dude's dad.
Yeah, I mean, I want to leave it up to that way. Who's that one? Who pulled that one? Derek or
This is Councilman Chef.
Councilman Chef?
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that's Warwick Davis's son, Harrison, who got to play an Ewok.
Probably in one of the. Is that it? Did he? I'm trying to remember, like when. Because the only time I can remember is maybe if they used him to shoot out the extra footage from the special editions.
Rise of Skywalker. His son
Oh,
was in
okay.
Rise. I'm 90% sure I remember hearing this story written up.
Okay.
I remember hearing the story. I'm 90% certain, if I recall, this is Warwick Davis's son, Harrison. And it was a legacy thing where they were like, they actually had Warwick on set with his son at the time. Now, I have to look this up to see if I'm remembering this correctly or not. But my goodness, I think I am darn certain I read that in an article.
Yeah, I can't tell you anything about the actors per se. I know how Warwick got the job though.
How did he get
While you're looking that up, but
It is Warwick.
it was
It's Warwick Davis' son. Yeah, I'm 100%
Nice.
correct. I did recall that. He is 21 years young currently.
so yeah. The so Warwick Davis got the job. They put him in the costume and stuff, and they had written it so that one of the other I want to say it was Logray, was supposed to actually be the main Ewok that Leia encounters. Except while he was sitting off to the side, goofing around, because it's a little kid in a monkey suit. But while he was sitting off to the side playing around, Warwick Davis figured out a way to manipulate the mask and get the mouth to move more, and he'd stick his tongue out and be like, blah, 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 and it was very animated. And all the other characters could barely move their mouths and stuff. So George was watching this kid figure out how to work the costume, and he's all like, bring me that guy. And that was actually, and let's use him for a couple of these scenes. And that's how Warwick Davis got a starring role, in that, or got the lead role as the Ewok, was because he figured out weird ways to manipulate the costume. As like an 11-year-old kid, if I remember his age correctly.
So, Chef, obviously it is completely up to you. You can do as you please. But man, oh man, you have an opportunity. I will leave that ball in your court. While you're thinking about that,
Roll.
dangle. Oh, that's right. I gotta roll, then dangle. I gotta roll, then dangle. Let's see, Chef. This is. Hold on. Let me make sure I have this right.
Like, there's a reason nobody's gotten a crit, because he's rolling a D15.
Is that a thing? I thought it goes
No,
12 to 20.
No, it doesn't exist that I know of.
Councilman Chef, this will be your third, so you're at a +3 right now.
Hey, so yeah, a 15 or up. Or 14, actually.
All right, let's take a peek. 2. Yikes. Well, sorry, buddy. I tried. Chef says, can I have a deteriorating emperor since it's Rise of Skywalker?
Deteriorating emperor. I can do that.
Done and done. Dangle. Your trade with T-Bone gives you a pick while T-Bone maintains his eligibility.
That's Chef.
For the box. So I need you to pick a number. Dangle.
Chopper.
Somehow, the Emperor has returned. One of the worst things ever put in a film. 1, 12, 18, or 20. I am liking how the bookends are still available, by the way.
1 and 20 are still there?
1 and 20 are still there. Nobody's touching the bookends.
Watch one of them be a 1 of 1.
Hey, man, it's possible. Dangle, it's up to you. Dangle has a Warwick Davis autograph. It was part of the trade for the 69 Lando.
Ah. What? Oh, well, yeah, but this is for Chef, though, right? Or
Yes, this is Chef's. Dangle chose box 12.
And how many do we have left?
After Dangle, there is a total of 3.
So there are 3 left. If anybody else wants to get in for a chance to win the original Vader and get your sketch card.
And a mini print.
And a mini print. We haven't really been showcasing the mini prints twice today. Yeah, we've got like 8 designs. I think this is most of them, not all of them.
All right, Dangle.
So we've got
Dangle, what do you want to see here? Let's get something fun. Now, I've opened this. So now that I've opened this, I want to tell you, if I have a feeling about box 20. I'm going to be bluntly honest. 20, whoever goes next, I feel like you should pick number 20. If I wasn't planning having my mother here for a month in 3 weeks and taking her all over California, I would dip in, and 20 would be my selection. So, Dangle,
I
what do
almost
you want to
went
see
for that.
here?
I'll be honest with you, I'm half tempted to buy box 20. Get my own artwork. Yay!
Oh boy. This is a numbered one, Dangle.
Ooh.
This is a numbered one. Dangle, because I didn't want to steer you wrong. This is numbered out of 50. Played by Joseph Alton. We have the absolutely legendary, and everybody knows this one. It is Sefton Vanek. I got no dukes. Hey, Hannah. How are you doing, Hannah? I'm sorry, Hannah. I'm just doing my job.
Oh,
What's a Sefton Vanek? I don't have to Google it.
okay. He flies an RZ-21 A-Wing Interceptor. A-Wing would be fun. We were talking about drawing that the other day.
An A-Wing? Could it be the first ship drawn in the run? What did he what did he do? Did he do anything important? Did he just die? Is he famous for dying?
Well, I'm reading the thing here. It's like in 35 after the Battle of Yavin, Yannick was stationed at the Resistance base on the Jungle Moon. Ajahn Kloss, which I sometimes just think they have magnetic poetry they throw on the wall to come up with these names. He was seated at a console and was monitoring a screen with fellow pilot Nimi Shireen when General Leia Organa, the Resistance leader, sensed a conflict between her son and her apprentice. Vanek and other members of the Resistance watched as Lieutenant K. Delco Connix, again with the word poetry, escorted Organa and the latter's living quarters, where she soon passed away from exerting the last of her strength through the Force to connect with her son. Soon passed away?
He died in the Battle of Exegol, protecting the ground team.
So, by the way, those ships in the Battle of Exegol. Okay, so that would have been the
final.
God, the Rise of Skywalker.
So, Space Horse?
Don't make me do that.
What's going on, GP? How you doing?
Trying to think who would go with this one. You know what? This one is. I'm going to be honest with you. This one's bad.
This is really bad. Oh yeah.
Let Derek, your choice, man. I will let you do whatever you want that makes you happy.
Derek, pick anything.
Pick anything Star Wars.
Let's see if it's going to be in color.
I feel that bad for you, dude.
Let's see if you're going to get a +2 to your roll. Let's see if it's going to be in color before you choose. It is not going to be in color. You rolled a 4 + 2. Doug's like, can you do an A-Wing? Well, Doug, if it was yours, I think he could.
A-Wing, I could definitely do. I for those who don't know, I like drawing spaceships. I'm pretty good at it, actually.
At least it's not the guy on post in Return of the Jedi. Dangle, this card is so bad, he's letting you choose whatever you want.
You crank. Even though it is numbered, but it's just what the hell. So,
Dangle
yeah.
hasn't been paying attention to any of this. He saw Sefton Vanek and he just went catatonic.
It's like
It is so bad, Dangle, that you get to pick any character or ship you want. That's how bad this one is.
what'd you get? I got a signed 1 in 50 of the guy who was at the console.
That's right.
It's like I can't save this one, man. I'm gonna just let this one in.
Hey, listen, he has an official
yeah.
portrait though. I wanna share this real quick. He has an official portrait. So there's that.
That is true.
I'm disappointed they made 50 of them.
So go for it, Derek. What would you like, Star Wars?
He's so disappointed. He still can't name his favorite character for you to draw. He's still stuck on it. He's still stuck on how bad it is. He's so gobsmacked at how terrible this is that he hasn't
even commenting.
He's like, how do the other 49 people feel? At least Dangle's getting art with his.
Is he actually chatting?
He's chatting, but he refuses to name what he wants you to draw. He is absolutely adamant about not telling us what he wants you to draw for him. Oh, goodness gracious.
I almost want to do a thing where we put like one piece aside, and who like not the giveaway, but like an extra piece, and anybody who gets like the absolute worst hit, here, this one's yours.
Yeah. Goodness. Kevin P. West, like Dr. Afra.
That's not bad. That's a comic book character.
Yeah. Oh, Dangle. Dangle, dangle, dangle.
What would you like, Derek? Anything you want. Star Wars. I will do what I can to please you, sir. Within the terms of service.
Within the TOS. He says I got to replace a boba. So how about a boba?
Boba it is. And the funny thing is, just I have a boba started right here.
Hey, there you go.
Remember we were screwing around with Boba Fett.
Oh, that's true.
So
yeah.
I've got a Boba Fett that I've already started, so.
There you go. You've got a boba to replace your boba and a Johnny Bum Ankle pilot. Sorry, Dangle. Should have chosen 20.
So I'm actually half tempted to buy one. I'm still mulling that over so I can get back 20.
Well, it is 10 after 8 p.m. Pacific, so if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it now, before I get murdered by an 8-year-old.
Well, I can't do it. I'm drawing.
Oh, that's right, you're drawing. Do you want me to earmark one for you?
Yes, please.
All right. Lee Cozy, your choices are 1, 18, or 20.
20.
You realize this is going to be the 101 gold vinyl, right? you realize that's about to happen. Oh, here we go. Dangle's never going to talk to me again. It'll be a Jawa.
101 Jawa. Yes. I would be happy with that though, because I have a Jawa collection. But
all right, he wants a Jawa.
I want a Han Solo so I can afford to fix my house.
All right, here we go.
I wouldn't complain about a Jawa.
It's not a Jawa. It's a general. It is a general.
It's generally bad.
No, it is a general for the resistance. It is a general.
An alien.
He is human.
Ah.
He is from Rogue One, a Star Wars story. He is General Draven. I like to think his first name is Eric.
See, now that would be cool because then it would be the crow and I would be very happy.
Yeah, that's right. So I think you can draw yourself a Felicity.
General Draven. I could totally do Felicity Jones.
Yeah,
I could draw myself a Jin or so.
Alistair
And
Petrie.
I'm gonna slot it by Darth Vader.
That's right. That's right.
I'm gonna win my own artwork.
You can also do that poor guy getting. You can just do the door with the lightsaber burn hole in the middle of it and the guy's face in the glass.
We're oh, this is funny. Yeah, that is not as bad as Derek's,
No, it's not as bad as Derek's.
but still bad because at least it's a general.
Lady
Derek got
says
guy at the console.
it can't rain all the time. It's a good Crow callback. I like it.
Yeah.
All
Hey,
right,
The
Lee.
Crow is my movie, man.
General Draven, and you get a chance at winning your own artwork.
Yay. So I got you on the big screen, but unless you add to whatever you're using for your virtual camera, the scene you're using for your virtual camera,
Uh-huh.
unless you change that to a screen cap, we won't be able to see who wins on this side.
Oh, and I don't think I can do that on the fly because I'm not tech savvy. So you'll just have to trust me or watch my video.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. I could just do that. Go over to that stream.
Yeah, I mean that's valid. You can also, yeah. Crystal says he actually plays in a TV series on Netflix. You know, I've seen the actor. Yeah, Alistair Petrie. I've seen him in a couple of things. I recognize the actor. He's definitely not no name console guy. I mean, he has a lot of screen time.
He's not the producer's gardener.
Yeah, he's not that Dangle character. Hey Lee, do you want me to roll to see if you're going to get yours in color? You know what? I feel like I have to. 15.
Bummer.
Darn. Yours is in black and white, buddy.
I don't get color art.
Thankfully, Jyn Erso has black hair.
That she does. I'll probably do a K2SO. Now that I think about it.
K2SO.
Shit, Erso's cool though.
All right. Last call. We are ending it. Box 1 and box 18 are all that's left. Does
Zach
anybody
says I got a crit failure? I get a stick figure.
drawn by me? If anybody wants one of those two, you need to call it now, or else I'm going to start filling out random.org. Going once. Going twice.
That's my sketch.
That's great.
That's what I want.
Is that him diving through the door to hand over the plans before he is brutally stabbed?
No, that was actually the guy at the console.
Oh.
Just as he's flying through the air when he blows up.
All right. I'm doing a refresh and then we're calling it an evening.
Okay.
And that's it. We're done. There's no more. These 2 boxes, I'm sure we'll do something with them. So there you go.
Send them to me as a bonus. I'll do more
Oh.
artwork
There you go.
because I like these things.
That's what we should do. Hey Doug, I say we open the last 2 and then we make Lee do companion pieces and figure out what we're gonna do with them.
Oh, I said I wanted to keep them.
Oh, well, that's different.
I want to do something with them. Like, I don't care if they're opened. I think that'd be cool. Open them up, but I want them.
All right. Now it's time. So you want me to open them, Doug? Oh, I think Doug wants me to open them. Hold on. I'll open them then.
Yeah.
He says fine with me. Let's do it.
Sweet.
Let's see what they are. All right, let's do it. Hey Lee, I'll let you choose. Do you want to start with 1 or 18?
Let's start with 1 because we said 1 or 20 bookends.
Here we go. All right, let's see what y'all didn't get.
Property of TCD collects. Oh man, I thought I was getting them. I was so excited. Now my heart's broken.
Box 1. I'm so glad nobody got this one. It's Toby. Jaden Waldman's Toby. That's as bad as Console Guy.
Derek, you weren't the worst one in the case.
Dangle,
That's awesome.
Dangle says, I've made some questionable trades in my day, but the last one really takes the cake. Oh, that's true. Doug's like, wait a minute, you could do a really cool samurai Jedi with this one. Because it's from Visions.
It is Visions.
All right, who else?
I would love this samurai Jedi. It would be awesome.
Who joins Toby as the unselected? Out of 50.
Oh, see?
Paul Darnell played the Nightwind Assassin. Doesn't even have his own name. Nameless Assassin from Book of Boba Fett.
The Nightwind Assassin. This is absolutely this is the name. I mean, it just basically sounds like somebody who kills with flatulent.
He toots on them.
I am the Nightwind Assassin. Hold your breath, everybody.
Trevor's like, that's actually a great card. Why, is Paul Darnell famous? You have to do a Sarlacc pit, because it's Book of Boba Fett.
Sarlacc pit regurgitating?
That's right. All right, let's get to the giveaway. Sorry, Lee, we are going to be blacking you out for a little bit. You're not going to be able to hear us. You'll be able to hear me announce it.
Oh yeah, we'll hear you on my channel because I'm capturing all the audio I hear, and I'm watching your streams.
So we have 18 names. Let me get my screen ready. All right, everybody, for the final giveaway, we have 18 names here. We're going to random everything 7 times. Whoever's on top of 7 gets the beautiful artwork. Good luck, everybody. I hope you all win. All right, survey says Trevor! T-Bone! T-Bone! Your trade was so fortuitous. Oh, man. My goodness, Dangle made the worst trade in the history of trades. That's so bad.
Dangle,
Dangle, I love you.
I feel like wait. So so how did that work out? What's the trade there?
Oh man. I'm
As soon
sorry.
as he gets his breath
I
back.
don't mean to laugh at you, Dangle, but it's funny.
What was the trade?
So Dangle traded his Boba Fett to Trevor, but Trevor said the sticking point was I get to keep the Vader chance. I'm sorry it's a lowball offer, but that's the terms. And Dangle's like, all right, fine. So Trevor won with Dangle's spot. Dangle
So-
got dangled.
I'm going to do something. So because Dangle got rickrolled so hard, I'm going to throw this in his pile.
Oh! Oh,
I'm gonna
Dangle!
I'm going to give you this Dangle because you got the worst card in the whole break.
Dangle!
And you traded away the chance to get this, which the guy you traded to won it. So I will throw in this for you, my friend.
Dangle
Thank you for supporting.
gets the full color Grogu. Look at you, Lee Kohse. You are a generous human being. That, as Lady Amnesty says, that's fluffing awesome.
And you already colored as K2. Dude, have you seen how much color is in K2? It's like a slight shade of blue and a smudge of yellow.
Lee, you are a gentleman and a scholar, man. That is very kind of you. Dangle, we love you, man. We appreciate you. And hopefully this shows you how much we care about you, man. I may laugh. Well, it's because
No,
it was
just for the record, we're gonna keep laughing at you. That's not part of the deal. We get to keep laughing at you, but I do honestly feel really bad.
Oh, goodness. This would be so much better if he didn't rage quit the chat and miss all of this now.
Oh God, I hope he didn't.
No, he didn't. He's here. He's here.
Okay.
It'd have been funnier, though.
Okay.
He's
So,
like,
well,
Dangle says, that does make me feel better, but it's still hashtag rigged.
there's a little stress there. Oh, I forgot to turn off the intro.
Oh,
I have
goodness.
switched off the we can still hear the audio, but I have switched off the DCD collect stream.
All right. Well, I am going to I'm gonna raid into you now. So let me say goodbye to everybody.
When you say it that way, it sounds dirty.
Sapporo says, so if Dangle ever wants to trade with me, do it. Okay, got it. That's great. Trevor wins the giveaway. Dangle gets a free card as well. What a great moment. This has been absolutely amazing. What a ton of fun. I can't wait to do this again. We have to start planning round 2, one way, shape, or form. So, Lee, I'm going to give you a moment to say goodbye to my stream. Now, we are going to raid you. And then I am going to say my goodbye, which you will not be able to, they will not be able to hear you.
Oh, for the record, I'm very happy nobody bought those last 2 boxes.
No.
All right. So
Thank you, everybody. It's been awesome. Thank you for the support. I love you all.
thank you.
I'm still streaming, so I can still be here laughing to start.
You can be laughing. I am going to switch you off right now, and then we are going to raid in. As a matter of fact,
Switch
let
me off. There's no switching me off.
That's true. It's
So my wife loves about me. There's
He's
no
always
off
here.
switch. He said sarcastically.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you enjoyed this experiment, this novel approach to getting art in the hands of all of you beautiful people. This is something we definitely plan on doing again. Now, in addition to saying goodbye and putting an official close on this amazing run, I also need to let you know I have a couple of announcements here. First and foremost, yes, manga and anime is going away next Friday. We are going to be, if it's up to me, taking the original art out and then burning the empty boxes in a bonfire as I run around them naked, cleansing my soul of the bane of my existence, which was that product. With that said, it's an amazing product, and that's why I'm so upset about it. It has a ton of amazing things in it. However, it is definitely something that I felt like should have moved a heck of a lot faster than it did, and it is heartbreaking that it did not with all of that stellar art in there. So once we remove the art and the goodies, those empty boxes are definitely going to be smashed and burned by me, because that was potentially going to be one of my favorite things that we ever did, and it just did not gain the traction we thought it would. Lee is in my ear. He asked me, does Doug have a fire pit? Yeah, Doug has a fire pit. Super Bowl party burn. Speaking of Super Bowl party, we are going to have a Super Bowl party here in California, and we are going to bring you along with us. Starting on Wednesday, on Wednesday, we are going to be opening up the Super Bowl squares for next month's Super Bowl. How do you get a square? Well, the great news is you don't have to do anything different than what you're already doing. All you have to do is make a purchase with DCD Collects. If the purchase is $75, for every $75 in the purchase, let me rephrase that, you are going to get a square in our Super Bowl pool. If you purchase Super Breaks, because we are going to do a 2-pool party. Super Breaks will have their own special Super Break Super Bowl party featuring giveaways and items from Super Breaks. Every $25 you spend of Super Breaks product will get you a square in their specific Super Bowl square pool. Every $75 spent here, period, through DCD Collects is going to get you a square in our Super Bowl pool. So, a really great example is if you bought yourself a supercharged for $199, you are going to get 8 squares in the Super Bowl party for Super Breaks and 2 squares on the DCD Collects side. So, that is one heck of a great deal and a wonderful way to add value to the amazing values we already give you. So, get excited. Starting next week, we are getting in the Super Bowl mood. We have products that are coming out that are going to be football oriented as well, so stay tuned for those. And honestly, that is, to my recollection, all that I remember that I'm supposed to say. It is going by the wayside. Next week, at some point, we're going to open up Amalgamation so we can show you everything that's inside there. Another one that is near and dear to my heart that I thought was going to move a heck of a lot faster with that amazing large format art by Dr. Alvin Hernandez. But again, we are going to open that up so you can see what's inside.
Wait, someone did. Can I?
With that said, yes, Jimmy wants to say something.
Yeah, because that's why. Hi, guys. And bye.
All right, everyone. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for coming along with this experiment. I cannot wait to see you next week. Please take care of yourselves and each other so we can do this again. I would love to see all your smiling avatars on Wednesday. Let's get raiding with Lee as he finishes up this amazing work. I love you all.
Bye, guys.
Take care, be safe, and go Bills!